Welcome to LSB Feaster's Radio Air Check and Classic TV channel.
WIBG, Philadelphia.
I finally made Philadelphia. Or is Philadelphia going to make me?
What a show.
Well, hi, Philadelphia, and it's awful nice to be here at WIBG, WIBG 99 Radio. We're going to have a lot of fun for the next couple of years, so get used to it. I think it's very funny. I got off a plane. What's the name of that airport here anyway? What do they call that thing? Who's applauding in the background? Get out of here. Joe Niagara. I hope he falls. Anyway, remember that? Joe Niagara falls over this. Joe Niagara falls over that. He used that for about 20 years. When I was on a plane landing at this airport, what's the name of this airport? International. That's a good name. That's very clever. International Airport. You dummy. What do they call the place? Do they have an official name? You know that Mayor Tate is abroad? Explain that later. Anyway, that should have been my first clue when I was on a plane flying here, and the stewardess got on the intercom and said, "Welcome to Philadelphia. Set your watches back 100 years." You know, I should have known. We're going to play a lot of your favorite songs tonight. Got one record. What's the request line here? Chestnut Hill? Is that the request? Chestnut Hill 2-6300? Is that the line? Oh, it's not the one, right? That's the private line? You call me on the private line tonight, kids. Oh, yeah, and if Paul Drew is listening tonight, should have hired me a couple of years ago when I had to go through all of it. Let there be music! The record goes on forever, doesn't it? All right, enough's enough. That's Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and that's Judy Blue Eyes. That's sweet, ladies and gentlemen. It's very sweet. It's 7 minutes after 6 o'clock on WIBG. This is WIBG Radio 99, and Joey Reynolds. I'm brand new in Philadelphia. Of course, you heard me maybe when I was on in Buffalo, New York. We had a very powerful station. We used to kill high lit. You know, and I was incredibly popular here a few years ago. Of course, those of you who weren't radio-oriented, you know, those of you who weren't hip, you never listened to me. But now you got me. You own me, Philly. You really do. I'm what happened to high lit. Anyway, I want to tell you, where is high lit? He's working on an FM station. That's a no-no? Oh, sorry. Well, the Laughman producer got it too, you know. Oh, let's get one thing straight here. Let's start right off the bat. First of all, we have engineers at WIBG Radio, ladies and gentlemen. They ought to be on trains. Listen, now, I want to have some, look, no, I don't care about that. Now, let's get one thing straight. Remember what happened to Jimmy Hoffa, right? So let's, if there's any sloppiness on the air, it's not on my part, because I was a very big success in every city I've been in until I got here. All right? So now you know, friends. They're going to love me. I'm really going to get along with everybody here. Oh, yeah, another thing I got to get straight. Little girls, those, especially Mary Lou Pimple, who lives in Camden, I want you to know right off the bat that I hate Bobby Sherman. All right? So we'll get that straight right off the bat, all right? Good. Now that we know each other, don't call me. I don't want to be bothered by your kids tonight. It's 8 minutes after 6 at WIBG. Hey, little Roman. WIBG Radio. It's 10 minutes after 6 o'clock. Let's make some money. We'll be right back.
As an independent voter, I've studied the credentials.
State Democratic, November 4th. Paid for by Citizens for Burger Peruto, Edwin Nolland, Treasurer.
No, not the commercial. I mean him, the engineer in there. Turn the mic on. That's all. You know, that's all you got to do in there. Sit there all night for 4 hours. You turn the microphone on. You get 2 bills a week. What do you want? You complain 3 bills a week? They got me for a price here, Ronnie. You mean you get more than I do? Somebody asked me today if I was a little too old to play records. Oh, what I'm doing on the air tonight, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joey Reynolds. I'd like to introduce myself officially. And I'm not going to yell at you right now. I feel that we should get to know each other intimately, and then we'll do yelling. You know, that's my usual act on the air, is to yell. But no, we're toning it down for this evening's performance only. Where do I appear at the Spectrum? Is that what they call that place? It's good. I got to get to know this town, you know, a little bit. I went to what is it, Cockamamie, or is it Coshockanockan, or something like that? What is it, Coshocton? Is that what they call it? That's a nice name. I used to live in Lackawanna, New York, which is near Cheektowaga, near North Tonawanda. You know, so I'm used to all these names, too. They're pretty fun. They're Indian names, you know. Jewish Indians. Right. Let me say, oh, yeah, I was thinking of a funny... Oh, tonight I'm rapping, if you wonder what I'm doing. See, that's the new thing. See, this station used to play so much music it drove people crazy. You know, you get music anywhere, but you can't get rapping like you do here at Radio 99. And years ago, people used to say, you talk so much on the air, you're talking. I'm not talking, I'm rapping. See, it's all right to rap. Talk is out. As long as I'm rapping, it's fine. The Beatles are supposedly dead. Well, at least one of them is, Paul McCartney. And that's the big rumor going around the country, another publicity stunt. So tonight you'll get all the facts on WIBG, on the Joey Reynolds Show. I have some very good friends who know the story, and I'll tell you the whole story tonight. But you'll only hear it here. You won't hear it at Whiffle. They don't call it Whiffle, huh? Or WFIL, whatever it is. Have you had your Whiffle? Yeah, I've had my fill a long time ago. I'm not very familiar with Philadelphia to that extent, you know, to start taking posts at other radio stations like WIP, WPEN. I understand that radio stations in this town don't talk about each other on the radio. They pretend they don't exist, you know. And I think it's rather selfish because people take a view then that they think they're the only station in town. Or at least they think the audience is so dumb they don't realize there are other stations in town. But I'm a little more broad-minded. As a matter of fact, I'm very broad-minded. All you broads, call me tonight. But I have a very firm stand on this. I think that WIBG is a very good radio station. I think we're going to have a lot of fun here. And I think we should talk about the other radio stations because they do exist. And you kids are dial twisters. And you know you are. You listen to the station that's playing music. Well, you're not going to get it on this show. So if that's what you're looking for, you know, you want to hear just that, then you better go over to the FIL and listen to that jerk. Anyway, you can call me tonight and I'll play some of the favorite songs for you, some of the things that I want to hear. This is one now. It's by the Beatles, who supposedly are dead, I guess. That's Something by the Beatles. Going to play the flip side later on for you. Joey Reynolds of WIBG 99. It's 17 after 6 now.
As an independent voter,
And Charlie Peruto, controller. Vote straight Democratic November 4th. Paid for by Citizens for Burger Peruto, Edwin Nalman, treasurer.
Paid for by Joey Reynolds, too, because I ran it twice. Do I have to pay for something if I run it twice? No? I'm entitled to how many mistakes? 3 of them? And then I have to put the money in the pool. Pools illegal in Pennsylvania, aren't they? Oh, baseball pools and football pools and things like that. Okay, well, I got to cool it around here. I say I'm in trouble. I talked to some people on the phone. They hate me already. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just having fun. Oh, you hippies out there. So you people... No, I'm not going to say anything about it. No, all you grubs. Listen, no. I did that. I was turning on before they were turning me on. Anyway, to the hippies and to the establishment, they're figures of scorn. They're called dirty. They're called dropouts, disgusting. But to many young people, they are. They represent a whole new way of life, and their new values and philosophy. They symbolize a generation gap. The hippies and the money game is a subject for discussion in Thursday's installment of a Philadelphia Inquirer special report. It's called Today's Society, the Rebels and Their Critics. Ira Einhorn speaks for the hippies, and he presents their views on the business of making money in today's American society. In answer, you read the views of Richard C. Bond, a leading Philadelphia businessman, and what makes many of our young people choose the hippie way of society. What's so wrong with the present system of making a living? These are some of the questions. You'll get the answers, you will get the answers in today's society, the Rebels and Their Critics. Thursday in the Philadelphia Inquirer. Who's this Ira guy? It's a funny name. And now here's George Gershwin and his lovely wife, Ira, right? For his body and soul. We got a lot of that. It's 22 after 6 now, WIBG Radio, and I got a gal on a two-way radio, and she sounds like a very young gal. She's very, very sweet. Her name is Gail. Right, Gail? Hi, Gail. How are you? What's that strange beep? Don't they trust me? You know what that means? When the beep is on, it means it's being recorded. You know what happens if you swear on the air?
what?
You know what happens if you swear on the air? I'll kill you. What's your last name, Gail? Gail Bennett. Where are you from, Beep? You're from where? I don't know these towns. What is that? Now somebody's going to play Mary Had a Little Lamb with a tusk to a phone. I don't understand all of these names around here. All I know is Philly. You know, and Camden and, what's the other one? There's Norristown. I've heard of that. The poverty area. Anyway, Gail? What did you call for? Well, tell me what you called for now. Come on.
I wanted to know if you would play Cherry Hill Park.
You said you wanted to dedicate Cherry Hill Park.
I mean...
Didn't you say that?
No. Yes, first.
And then what did I tell you?
What?
What did I tell you when you asked me that?
I forgot.
I told you that you couldn't dedicate it because it was dedicated already by a mayor. Right? So from now on, let's say, how old are you, Gail?
13.
Where's your mother? Do you know where your parents are tonight?
No.
No. Well, you better check on them. Make sure they get to bed early. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, Gail. Thanks for calling. I'll get your record on.
All right.
As soon as I feel like it, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may call me tonight at WIBG Radio, and we're more than glad to talk to you. But please, parents, keep your kids off the phone, because, you know, I'm a grown man. I do this for a living. I don't want you to bother me while I'm at work. You won't want me to bother your husband at work, would you? And the good prices at Acme. There's always SMH green stamps at the bottom around 263-8813. You may call us at WIBG Radio tonight. If you think Paul McCartney is dead, and he'll set you straight to that room, and you'll hear it exclusively right here, because we don't tell it. We tell it like it is for sure. Nobody in this world does it like we do. Play the record, will you? What is it anyway? What's that thing that Gail wanted to hear wherever she's from? It's not where you're from, it's where you're going. Here's Cherry Hill Park.
Mary Hill used to hang out.
I want to hear that because they're from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Oh, I get. Oh, how clever that is. Conshohocken Park song. Is that how you say it? Is that right? Correct me when I'm wrong, Ronnie. Was it Conshohocken? Conshohocken. What is it? You know, I've been reminding me of the time that I was in Tonawanda, New York, which is the Indian reservation, you know, and I was surrounded by all the Indians. I had Indians to the right of me, Indians to the left of me, there were Indians in front of me, there were Indians behind me. What could I do? I bought a blanket.
I don't want a color TV. I don't want a stereo.
We have a lot of telephone lines, and sometimes we put you on hold, and we'll get to you eventually. Other times we hang you up, which I just did. Anyway, Frank, what?
The king is dead.
The king who?
Take a guess. George?
What do you think? Who? George.
King George?
Oh, yeah.
Dead.
Oh, that's all business. We decided that is something for King.
Okay. I have to read a statement McCartney made to Apple saying, I am alive and well and unconcerned about the rumors of my death. But if I were dead, I would be the last to know.
According to the Disturbed on WIBG Radio, Joey Reynolds, 10 minutes before 10 o'clock. Now we're going to take our final calls. I was going to say 5 minutes more to go. Which it is. Hi. Hi, who's this? I am Martha. Martha who? Martha Cromer from where? Okay. And what's on your mind, Martha? I suppose you want to talk about Paul McCartney, huh?
Say that I don't believe it. You know, that he's dead. But I think there will be more than well, first of all, Walrus in Greek supposedly means corpse. And, you know, there's the song I'm the Walrus. And then in the song Black Dungeon on the White Owl, it says, here's a clue for you all, the Walrus is Paul.
All right, I told you I'd tell you tonight. And it's almost time to go, so I told you I'd tell you about it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you. This is the truth. This is what happened. First of all, he called a radio station in Detroit, Paul McCartney did. That's where the road was very big. And this radio station took voice prints. In other words, they took the tape and they sent it to Wayne University to have it analyzed. And Wayne University said it was too hot subject, they didn't want to touch it. So they gave the tape to the University of Michigan. And this Paul McCartney, here's a line. Now I'll tell you what the story is. First of all, the Beatles had decided to, they decided, well, do this. Creative. That isn't bad. It's the reason why. That is a good reason. They wanted people to get the idea that Paul McCartney had a out of the group. And it would give the idea that when someone drops out of the group, then the group would fall apart. Right? Or at least it would not have the same magic or the same charm it had before. So what they did was show people that they should come together. And that's what the last record is to describe it all. Because the song Come Together is a song about standing over Paul. He sings it. And you know what the lyrics are, don't you? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well listen closer. You'll be able to understand that. We just want everybody to get together.
Philadelphia today. WIBG News 5 minutes sooner. This is Robert Daly. Fire striking the 2200 block of Oxford Street.
Philadelphia. WIBG News is on standby.
WIBG Philadelphia.